It's Max!
Hi friends, in this video I would like to share an easy trick to find square root of a number. If you want to find square root of a number, normally we use two methods, right? Either we use prime factorization method or long division method. But these two methods are very lengthy process and moreover it takes a lot of time. Those who feel these two methods are difficult can follow the trick what I am going to teach today. But this trick can be applied only for perfect square numbers. So for non-perfect square numbers, the trick is different. Let's see in the upcoming videos. Already we have posted an easy trick to find cubic root of a number in this channel. The same trick only we are going to follow for square root also. Since it's a square root, there will be little bit modifications. If you watch the video fully, you might know what is the change. So those who have not seen the cubic root trick, just watch the link given in the description box below. Okay, come, let's learn the trick now. So first, if you want to use this trick, first you want to know the squares of numbers from 1 to 10. Once you know these values, you can find square root of numbers having maximum up to 4 digits. So next we are having another tabular column. This will really help us in finding unit digit of a number when finding square root of a numbers. So in the first tabular column is having values of 1 square to 10 square. If you closely watch the tabular column, 1 square and 9 square are having the values that ends in 1. So from this we come to know if a number ends in 1 or 9, either it is a 2-digit number or 4-digit number, it doesn't matter. The square of that number will ends in 1. In other words, we can say if a number ends in 1, square root of that number will ends in 1 or 9. Next, if we see the numbers 2 and 8, the square of that numbers will end in 4 only. In other words, we can say if a number ends in 4, the square root of that number will ends in 2 or 8. The same continues for 9 also. If a number ends in 9, the square root of that number will ends in 3 or 7. And finally, if a number ends in 6, the square root of the number will ends in 4 or 6. So this will give a clue to find a unit digit of a number when finding square root. Okay, let's solve a problem. So we can find the square root of a number 2025. First, what we are supposed to do is, we should note the number in the units place. So in this example, we are having 5. So if a number ends in 5, square root of that number will definitely ends in 5 only. So we can directly write the units place as 5. Next, we should skip the number up to tens place. That is, in this example, we are having number 25. Let us skip. No need to worry about that. So remaining what we have only 20. The third step what we want to do is, we want to find in which range this number 20 falls in the tabular column. So here the number 20 falls between the range 16 and 25, right? We have to take only the lowest range. The lowest range is 16. The corresponding square root is 4. So let us write the answer 4. So now the square root of number 2025 is 45. Let me repeat it once again. After finding the units place, you have to skip the number up to tens place in the question. You should take note of only the remaining number. Next, you have to find where the remaining number falls in the tabular column. You should take the lowest range and the corresponding square root is the answer of that question. So if you solve 2 or more problems, you will get an idea. So here we are having a number 7225. First we are supposed to note the number in the units place, that is 5. So if a number ends in 5, the square root of the number will definitely ends in 5 only. So we can write the units place as 5. We have to skip the number up to tens place. So the remaining number what we have is 72. Next, we should find where the number 72 falls in the tabular column. So the number falls between the range 64 and 81. The lowest range is 64 and the corresponding square root is 8. So the answer will be 85. Now square root of 7225 is 85. So let's solve 2 or more problems so we can get a clear idea about this. Here we are having a number 1296. First we are supposed to note the number in the units place. So we are having a number 6. So if a number ends in 6, the square root of that number will definitely ends in 4 or 6. If you clearly watch the tabular column, you will come to know. So there is a possibility of getting either 4 or 6 in the units place. So let us write both the numbers 4 and 6. Next, we have to skip the numbers up to tens place. So the remaining number what we have is 12. The third step, we are supposed to find where the number 12 falls in the tabular column. It falls between the range 9 and 16. So the lowest range is 9. The corresponding square root is 3. So in the previous examples, we have only one number in the units place. So it's very easy to find. Here we are having two number in the units place, that is 4 and 6. So there is a possibilities for getting 34 or 36. Our next step is to find which number will come in the units place. For that, what we have to do is, we have to multiply the number 3 with its next number 4. So if we multiply, we will get 12, right? Finally, we are going to do a comparison. After doing this only, we will come to know which number will come in the units place. This is the comparison is between the given number and the calculated number. The given number is that the number in the question, and the calculated number is that number what we find now. So in this example, we are having these two numbers are equals. If these two numbers are equals, we are supposed to write the bigger number in 4 and 6. So the bigger number is 6. So the answer will be 36. So if the given number is greater than or equal to the calculated number, we are supposed to write the greater number. In case if the given number is less than the calculated number, we are supposed to write the smaller number. Okay. Let's solve two or more problems using the same model. So here we are having a number 5184. In the units place we are having 4. So if a number ends in 4, the square root of that number will either ends in 2 or 8. So there is a chances for getting 2 or 8 in the units place. So let us write. Next we have to skip the number up to tens place. So remaining what we have 51. Next we are supposed to find where the number 51 falls in the tabular column. It falls between the range 49 and 64. So the lowest range is 49. The corresponding square root is 7. So now there is a chances for getting either 72 or 78. Next step, what we have to do? We have to multiply the number 7 with its next number 8. So if we multiply, we will get 56. So final steps, we are going to do a comparison. The comparison is between the given number and the calculated number. So here the comparison is between 51 and 56. The given number is 51 and the calculated number is 56. Since 51 is less than 56, we are supposed to write the smaller number in 2 and 8, that is 2. So the square root of 5184 is 72. It's very easy, right? So next we are going to solve another problem also. Next we are having a number 7921. First we should know the number in the units place. So if a number ends in 1, square root of that number will either ends in 1 or 9. So there is a chances for getting either 1 or 9 in the units place. Next we should skip the number up to tens place. So the remaining number what we have is 79. Next step, we have to find where the number 79 falls in the tabular column. It falls between the range 64 and 81. So let us write 8. So there is a chances for getting either 81 or 89. Next, we should multiply 8 with its next number 9. So if we multiply 8 and 9, we will get 72. Finally, we are going to do the comparison. So the comparison is between the given number 79 and the calculated number 72. In this example, 79 is greater than 72, right? So we are supposed to write the larger number in 1 and 9. So the square root of 7921 is 89. So this method will definitely helpful in one word problems, because if you want to find the square root using the long division method, it will take lot of time. This method will save the time a lot. Finally, let us see one more problem. So far we have seen the square root of 4-digit numbers only. Now let us see the square root of a 5-digit number. So in this number we are having 4 in the units place. The same procedurally we are going to follow. If a number ends in 4, the square root of that number will either ends in 2 or 8. So let us write those two numbers. Next we are going to skip the number up to tens place, that is up to 64. So next we are going to take a note of the remaining number. The remaining number what we have is 201. Next, we are supposed to know in which range the number 201 falls. For this, you should know the square of the numbers greater than 10. It's not necessary to know the accurate value of those numbers. If you know the approximate value also, you can solve this problem. So coming to this example, the number 201 falls in the range 196 and 225. So the lowest range is 196. The corresponding square root is 14. So let us write 14. So now we are having the chances either 142 and 148. So next step we are going to multiply 14 with its next number 15. So if we multiply 14 and 15, we will get 210, right? Final step is the comparison step. The comparison is between the given number 201 and calculated number 210. Since the given number is less than the calculated number, we are supposed to choose the smaller number in 218. So the square root of 20,164 is 142. I think you might have understood the concept very clearly. So practice more problems using this method. Once you got thorough knowledge in this method, you will find the square root within few seconds. So next column is try it yourself column. In this column I am going to give some questions. So try to solve these problems using the method which you see in today. Then only you will come to know how easy this method is, how much time this method saves. Here are the questions. These numbers are perfect square numbers, so you can apply this trick, because already I have mentioned this trick cannot be applied for non-perfect square numbers. So once you got the answer, you may drop me in the comment box, so I will definitely reply you. Every problem has a solution like maths, so always think positively. If you like this video, press the like button and share to your friends. Subscribe this channel. And if you want to receive notifications whenever I am posting this video, press the bell icon. Thank you.